All right, I'm so glad to see you guys. Let's take a few stretches up. Take your inhale and go up. I'll move the camera up and down and up and down and up and down. Good. And up and down. Now, when you're ready, take your hands up, fingertips up, go over. Inhale and exhale over. So just waking up the body. Good. Inhale up and exhale over. Good. One more time, up. And just not aggressive stretching, just kind of getting some blood flow. Good. Take those hands down to your thighs and a little flexion and extension. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale and up and down. Now a little right and left and right and left. One more time, right and left. Now we're gonna roll up. So use your abdominals, use your back. Come all the way up. Walk those feet in the middle. And then let's grab your bands, the Donna band or the elastic tubing. And I'm gonna tilt this camera up just a little bit higher. You're gonna take your bands overhead. And we'll start with our arms like a V. And your exhale is gonna pull down right in front of your body, right in front of your nose. Exhale. Inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale and out. Good. Neck is soft. 6. Abs are pulling the ribs down. 7. Good. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. Good. Exhale, 14 and 15. Now we're going to take the band to our back in the shoulder blades. So you see how the band is around my shoulder blades at the lower part. The palms are facing up. Now we're going to go forward, open, and around. Exhale, forward, open, around. Exhale, forward, open, around. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good. Exhale. Neck is free of tension. 2. 1 more. Reverse it. So we're going to go out wide. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Let's add 2 more. I'm going to show you from the side. You're going to go out. 9. 1 more. Very good. Take the strap to the front and behind to where there's a shoulder chest stretch. Make sure your wrists are not like that, but kind of they're neutral by tucking the knuckles forward. Hold. 5. 4. 3. Now, yeah, I like this to release tension. You can go to the side, and it's kind of like you're doing half moon stretch, but with the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, up and over. Up and over. Yes. Awesome. And then exhale, lower that down. Take a little shoulder roll. And we're going to take a bicep curl, which is hands in each side. Step in the middle, 1 or 2 feet. 2 feet's a little harder because you have less strap on either side. We're going to exhale and bend, and inhale and lower with control. Exhale, and then let me show you from the side. Your shoulders and chest are open. Exhale. And exhale. Good. Neck is clear of congestion. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and 13, and 14. Now knees are soft. 15. Now if you can, do 5 more. If you need to come out, that's fine. Otherwise, exhale. 16. Shoulders and chest stay open. 17. You see how you're controlling it on the way down? You're not letting the spring rush you back. 18. Your wrists are neutral. If you look down, they're pretty straight here. 1 more. Exhale. Lower it with control. Take that out and just add some shoulder rolls, basically getting some release of tension and getting some synovial fluid in there. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you're going to step back in the middle of the band. Both hands on the ends. 2 feet for most of us, but if you'd like to modify or have it a little less, 1 foot in the middle. Palms face your thighs. Exhale, you're going to bend your elbows. Your hands are lower than your elbows. Your elbows are higher than your hands. 2, yes. Exhale, 3, knees are soft. Exhale, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, good, like that, freedom in the neck. 20, and lower that down. Take your handles, take your strap behind you, and I'm going to show you from the side. It's a shoulder chest stretch. Maybe it's just 1 inch different. So I like to mix up the angles because there's 3 different attachments for the chest muscle. So it's okay if you go 1 inch lower than usual or 1 inch higher. We're trying, over the course of the class, we do different stretches for the chest and stretch so that we have open in the front muscles for better posture. And we are strengthening the back muscles too. Now this is going to be a release, just get some blood flow back there. Take your handle or the end of your strap behind you, like you're patting yourself on the upper back. Now this hand comes and catches the strap down here at your low back. Hold that one. Now as you exhale, push up, and you may adjust right away. You might feel like, oh, it's not hard enough, it's not easy enough. So adjust it. Neck soft. 3, lengthen and then slowly bend. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and you notice it's slow and controlled. 16, if you're getting tired, you can come out. Otherwise, keep going. 17 to 20, 18, 19, 20. Now, this arm switches. This arm comes down. Yep. All right, here we go. The first 1 or 2, you might decide you need to change the strength, the amount of tension. Jawline parallel to the floor. 4, 5, 6, 7, knees soft. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, good, 19, 20, very good. You can take this out of the way for a minute. Take this hand and hold on to your elbow. Pat yourself on the back and hold 5. Notice how I'm not letting my low back get too inwardly swayed. 4. You can add a little lean. And up. Now take this hand behind your back. Take this hand and help it out. Hold. Breathing into this new space that you have opened. 4. Good. 3, 2. Inhale and exhale up and over. Kind of like half moon stretch, but with your elbow bent. 4, 3, 2. Inhale. Come up. And then exhale and lower down. Give yourself a few shoulder rolls. Grab a sip if you'd like. We're going to still work with the bands. I just want to make sure we're queuing about 6 to 8 ounces by the end of the class. Over the course of the class. One hand takes the strap. One heel, the same side heel, steps on the band. Now you may end up moving because we don't know exactly how much tension when we first start, but you can open up the exhale. Good, exhale. 4, 5, so yes, you got it. And exhale, 6. And we're just going to shoulder height, 7, and we're not going any higher at this point. 8. Your hand is slightly ahead of your body. 10, 11. Your wrist is neutral, meaning straight. 12, 13, 14, 15. Now we're going to switch it up. So the other hand, the other foot, so whatever hand you have, that same side foot is holding your strap. So I'm left hand, so my left heel is holding the strap. Now, if you notice it's too easy, give yourself a little more tension. Make that strap shorter by moving your foot over. Next soft, exhale. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Just switch it up. Basically, right hand, right foot. Heel on the strap. Now we're going to go front, exhale. So I have 2 tight. So I just move over a little bit. 2, wrist is straight. 3, and I'm not leaning back. We're not leaning back. 4, we have a little tone to keep us in the neutral position in our body as well. Here's the muscles, 6, deltoid, but not the neck. 7, 8, your shoulder blade is down the back even though you're lifting your arm. Good, knees are soft. 11, good, and it could be you have a hammer grip, just depending on what's comfortable for you or what kind of band versus elastic tubing you have. 2, I'm showing the elastic tubing today. 1, now other side, you're going to switch your foot, you're going to switch your heel, you're going to guess it first, up, adjust if you need to. 2, 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 7, knees soft. 8, good shoulder strength. 9, 10, 5 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now we're going to use this for a dynamic stretch. Let your arms go pretty wide. Go behind you and in front of you. Now if you don't feel anything, get the hands closer together. If you feel like you have to wiggle your body to do this, then get your hands further apart. This is dynamic flexibility. This is one of my favorite stretches with the band. And if you see me from the side, it is tempting to poke your head forward, but you don't want to. You want to keep the ear in line with the shoulder from the side view. So that feels amazing. Now you're going to find another place to stretch. And wrist forward, it's so easy to get them stuck, but you're going to forward them. Okay, hold that. This is for posture, for the shoulders and chest get drawn forward in our activities of the day. So this is opposite, so it's going to help combat the forward stresses of living. Find a different angle, maybe 1 inch different. I went lower, for example. Yep. Maybe a little different. And then exhale. Woo! Grab a sip. We are going to grab some weights. I'd say that you need somewhere between 3 and 6, something that lets you do a lateral raise with dumbbells. So I'm going to grab a sip. Good. Out like this and low. Out and low. Good. Exhale. Good. 4. Now the hands are slightly ahead of your body. They're definitely not drifting behind you. Slow and controlled. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. Now bonus, if you want 5 more, go for it. If you have had enough and you're fatigued, then come out. Otherwise, 3 more. Exhale. 3. Good. I like the control. Neck is clear. 2. Free of congestion. 1 more. Now lower those. And you know how we do this Tai Chi move? It's like your arms are loose sleeves. Just let those hands hit you. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now you can add a bent elbow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna grab those same weights and we're gonna, or a little less. We're gonna do an overhead press. So it looks like this. So I'd say anywhere between 3 and 8. Take your inhale. And we're gonna exhale up and inhale. Now when the weight's high, it's harder to negotiate your balance. So your knees are soft. Make sure your head's not poking forward. Exhale. 4, shoulders, overhead press, military press. 5, 6, you see how you have to use your abs a lot more. 7, when your arms are up. 8, if it's too much, you can always do the seated in a chair. 9, or lessen the weight. 10, 11, 12, good, inhale, neck is soft. 13, 14, 15. Now, if you need to stop, that's great. If you want to do 5 more, that's great, or up to 5 more. Good, Catherine, way to listen to your body. Good, you could just sway your arms if you'd like, or take a stretch. Love it. Exhale, and otherwise we could do 2 more. Up, good, Jean, and then 1 more. Up. Now, you're gonna lower with control. Take your hands at the low back. We're gonna lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now up and over. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then up and over, 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale. Now exhale, take a little Tai Chi move. And I'll tell you about what the next one is we're gonna do. It's gonna be a tricep press, overhead tricep press. So I'd say somewhere between 3 and 8 pounds per hand. The other possibility is you can use one weight. For example, you could use one 10-pound weight behind you. Grab a sip if you need it, and then we're gonna grab the tricep press, the weights. So you could put both, like 2 little weights behind you or one bigger weight, and you'll know as soon as you start lengthening your elbows if you need to change it. Yeah, inhale, neck is soft. Good, inhale. 4. And if you feel really tight here, it's okay to open up your elbows or your hands further away from each other so you don't feel jammed in your shoulders. 7, 8. And it's basically shaving the back of your head, the weight is. All right. Knee soft. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 15. Let's take that down, lower that, and let yourself, pat yourself on the back. Take the other hand and help it out. And it's almost like your arms are a picture frame for your ears or your face. So you're patting. It's also nice to expand this part of your body with the breath. So upper ribs, inhale. Take your other hand and help your other elbow in a tricep stretch. Yeah, good. And it's easy to lean right on this one. We're going to stay upright. Lower. Hands behind you, lift up. And when you do this, it's tempting to have your head go forward, but we're going to keep it in line. You're in line with the shoulder. 5. And just do a little sway. Let some tension go. 5. And then let's take a weight somewhere between 3 and 8. We're going to do a frontal raise like this. Grab your weight, 1 in each. Palms face your thighs, or you could do a hammer. So basically it's up to shoulder height, and you exhale, and you notice your body would want to lean, but you don't want it to. You're going to try to stay tall. Exhale. Mm-hmm. 10, 11. Your body is toned enough that you don't lean over when you're doing this or lean back. 5 more sets, or if you need to be done, you can. 4 more sets. Good. 3, feel that shoulder tone. And it's so important to do upper body weight training because so many things in life are automated now, so we barely use our arms in normal society anymore. Let's do 1 more bonus. So upper body in particular is important to go after. Let that down. And let's take the arm across the body. You see I'm holding one hand on the back of the arm, and then this is a shoulder stretch, but then add a hand circle over the circle. Yep, back of the shoulder. Circle the other way. Now we're going to take the other arm across. It's kind of like you're patting yourself on the back, but from the side. Yep. And then roll that ankle, roll that wrist. And then roll that wrist the other way. You're still getting a shoulder stretch at the same time, so we're not forgetting that as we do our wrist movement. Good. And then just take your hands and kind of make a circle. You're holding hands with yourself. This is when you can do it anytime. It's nice after you've been doing something gripping, like let's say you take a bike ride or garden or something, or shovel. You guys hit the snow, like just really nice to do after that, just to sort of loosen that up. Get some synovial fluid. Great. And I'm going to have us take a sip if you want. I'm going to have us do a little bit of calf raises so that we make sure, I like to do the asymmetrical ones, so that we make sure that each leg is getting attention. Now, you can use your roller. I've got this black foam roller here going up. When you go up, each toe head has equal weight. It's very tempting for the body to shift to the pinky toe. But we're gonna, if anything, the first, second toe head is more weighted than the other toes. Now I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see. So that's why I'm fine to have you use this. It's not balanced right now, it's proper movement. Okay, that is what you may do, but I'd like to offer that you do 1 foot at a time. So you could take 1 foot and put it on the other and go up. Definitely use something for help. It's more important that we have good form, that we're gonna let our hands help us so we can concentrate on that form. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now lower that foot and go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Really good. And then if you have a band, do use the band. If you have socks, you can take them off. I'm just going to do a little bit with these arch strengtheners, and it's a way to make sure the arches stay strong. They help with balance and good bone alignment, and we rarely do something like that unless you go after it. So lift up, so crunch your toes around your sock or your Donna band, and then catch it. And then I'm gonna let go. So crunch your toes. You have to contract, contract, contract. 2. Contract, contract, contract. 3. Good. Lower. Contract. 4. So you should feel the arches. 5. Yep. And I'll add this, lift and spread your toes before you grab your band. So lower, lift and spread your toes before you lift up your band, or before you lift up your sock. So I'm using socks, for example. You can use a wash rag. You can use a paper towel. The main thing is so many things we do with our feet, but it's not typical that we do exercises for it, so that's why we do something most classes that give us attention. Now switch the feet. Right away, I can tell my left one's a little bit harder to do, but we just do the best we can. It's better than it would be if I had never done these. So you just remember, you're doing the best you can. You lift and spread the toes. You pick up your sock. Lift and spread your toes. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Lift and spread your toes. Crunch. 3 more. Lift. 2. Really grasp with those feet like a bird on a wire. Prehensile. And rest. I'm going to change my angle. I'm going to come in a little closer. So have your phone. Oh, grab a sip if you want. Okay. Seated. Seated work. Good. Okay. Seated work with the Donna band. That looks good, right? Seated work with the Donna band. Bring your band around your feet. Cross your rope and pull. And sit up and pull. And exhale. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, palms up, 15, good, 16, see how you're practicing posture, shoulder in line with the ear, in line with the middle rib, in line with the hip. Take 2 more, 1 more. Now cross, uncross the straps, bend your knees a little so you have a pelvis, the lumbar spine can flex, and bend your elbows. Now you're in an ab crunch, your knees are bent a little bit so that your low back has more flexibility. You can lift up your arms if you'd like more intensity on your biceps. It's another place you can spread your toes out. Neck is easy though. 9, 8, 7, 6, pull your belly in every time you exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1, sit up tall. Cross your straps like an X. Good. Put your elbows beside your ribs like you're holding on to a piece of paper. Open up your forearms, but keep your elbows glued. So you're tall. Good, Benny. Yes, good. That's it, Jean. Open up the forearms. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now separate those. Straps, pull low, lift up tall. You're like a V, pull, 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 pull. Exhale, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now I'm going to face you a little bit so you can see the X that I'm making. So you see how one arm goes up and one arm's lower, oppositional. This is the posterior oblique chain. Yes, kind of like when you walk and cross-country ski. Exhale. Your neck is easy, so just your shoulder is working. Good. One arm up, one arm down. And actually just stay torso stable, Jean. Just keep the torso stable. Yeah, there you go. All right, both arms are opening, but one's high and one's low. Okay, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna get rid of that for a moment. Let's take a break. If you need a water, grab it. Then we'll do an inner thigh stretch called bound angle. Neck is easy, clear tension. Two, inhale, and exhale, gently come up. And we're going to get rid of the dyno band for a moment, and I'm going to tilt you up. We're going to do a little bit of a fly. So basically you're going to take a weight that's going to let you do this while you're lying on your back with feet on the floor. So I'd say somewhere between 4 and 10, and you want enough room that you can make this the arms go out. Everybody looks good. So you're gonna have your weight handy and you're gonna put your feet down on the floor. Like, kind of like you're gonna do a bridge, but you're not. You're gonna open up your arms, put them together at the top. Inhale, open, good, Rick. And exhale, good. So I like that you're not letting your weight touch the floor. The hands should not touch the floor. Your exhale pulls that together. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. $19, $20. Now lower those down, take a full body stretch, and when you take a full body stretch, you can even shift through one leg and then the other, kind of like you're climbing a ladder. You can shift through one arm and then the other. 4, good. 3, 2, good. Now what you can do on this one, it's going to be a chest press. You might need a little bit of a heavier weight. And if you don't have one, don't worry, we'll do 20 reps. That way you can still feel fatigue in the final repetitions. But you'll take those weights with your bent elbows, kind of like a field goal post. You're going to exhale and touch the ends of your weights probably here. Yeah, bent. And exhale, push. The end of your weights touch each other. Your elbows go wide, then you touch. You're 90 degrees in the elbows when you're at the bottom. Exhale, and you straighten your elbows, but you don't hyperextend. Touch, inhale, exhale. So imagine you're doing it's almost like you're doing a push-up with the weight. Exhale. All right, let's do 10 more from here, or as many as you feel like you can keep good form and have some fatigue. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, we're gonna get rid of that. Perfect. You're gonna grab a sip if you need, and we're gonna do some foam rollers. Now with the foam roller, we're going to do abdominals. So put the foam roller on your leg end. Put your elbows on the other side of your mat. Can you see with all the props? Yes. Okay. Elbows down. Good. Now, at first, put yourself in a plank and toe towards each other. The toe towards each other is going to get you off your tibia. So you actually are getting a roll out of your tibialis anterior, your shin muscle. Now, you can stay here or bend your knees like you're an inchworm and then go back. Now exhale, bend your knees. Now I have to adjust a little. You may have to adjust during the exercise, the roller under your shins. Knees under, exhale. Knees under, exhale. Knees under, exhale. Knees under, exhale. All right, try 4 more. 3, 2. Now at the 1, just take a moment to recover. You could do a child's pose with the roller under the shins. Now we're going to do a same move but to the elbow and then the other elbow. So it's going to be an oblique inchworm. Let your elbows down, go into a plank. Take your knees underneath you towards the left elbow and then straighten to plank. Right elbow, left elbow, right elbow, left elbow, right elbow, left, right, left, right, left, right. One more on each. Left and right. Now take a little child's pose. Adjust your mat if it's moved like mine. Now, child's pose. And then we're going to lift the hips up high. So it's going to be a pike, kind of like a V and then a plank. So let your elbows down. Now, the roller's probably going to be near your thigh shin. You're going to lift up, and then you're going to go back into plank, not lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Exhale up, 2, 1 more, pike, recover, and it could be that you do a child's pose with the roller underneath your shins. If you want to, bend your elbows. And then we're going to do a pike where you lift your hips to the corner, plank, corner, so a diagonal pike for the obliques. Good, and you're going to be, good, Rick, you're going to go up with the hips heading towards the corner, then plank. Up, plank, up, plank, up, plank, up, plank, up. Now, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover. And then 4 points of light. So elbows down. Pull your knees under. Turn to the left. Center. Turn to the right. Center. Straighten your knees. Bend your knees. Turn to the right. Center. Turn to the left. Center. And lengthen. Bend your knees. Turn to the left. Center. Turn to the right. Center. Straighten. Bend your knees. Turn to the right. Center, turn to the left, center, plank. Now child's pose. Woo! Anybody else feel those abs? Woo! Okay, I'm gonna have a switch where the roller is, so take this roller on the other side. I'm also gonna take off the shirt because those create body heat. So, we're gonna do swan. Elbows long. I find I have to adjust my mat a lot more when I use the roller, so go ahead, do that if you need to. Water if you need to. Belly down, arms pretty wide because you don't want to be in your upper trapezius. Arms pretty wide. Okay, we're going to inhale, up and down. All right, inhale, lift your belly, press your hands down. Peaky side of your arm. And up. And up. Good. And you might be able to get higher now that we're warmed up. You don't need to go higher for this to be effective, so make sure that it feels good throughout your back. Higher is not necessarily better. Mostly our upper back needs to have some extension in this. Shoulder blades are down the back. You can also do this on the floor if you didn't have a roller or you needed to modify. Press, 3 more. 3, 2. Now we're going to hold this one up. Hold. 10, 9, 8. Good. 7. That looks great, guys. 6. 5. That looks really good. 4. Neck is easy. 3, 2. Lower down. Take a child's pose. We're going to do some foam rolling. Been getting good feedback from you guys for that. So let's do some foam rolling. Let's hit our ITs. Take your elbow down on the mat. I'd like to make sure I have a cushion underneath that elbow. Now this foot is probably going to be on the floor. Notice how my bottom leg is straight. And this is still toned, meaning I'm never just collapsing in my arm. I've got my good alignment cues on when I'm foam rolling. This foot can push more if you find that rolling out that leg is too intense. This foot pushes more if you find that rolling out the bottom leg is too intense. Now, variations kind of get near your hip. There's a lot of attachments here. Yep. And you can also rotate towards the floor. There's this muscle called the tensor fascia lata that's usually pretty tight. So see if you feel that near your front pocket. Roll out that TFL. And roll out the outer hamstring if you look up. I'm just showing all these because then you can fine tune what is tight on you, or you could just sort of run sweep on all of them. They all need it, right? And you just may have some place that needs it more. So there, I feel my outer hamstring when I'm rotating up. Still IT when I'm pretty parallel. I'm not rolling up my knee, by the way, and then when I roll down, it's still IT in that outer quad and that TFL. Okay, never go on the knee itself. You can go on the hip though. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now on the 1, before you do the other leg, let's just straighten out the mat if you need it. And put your legs out, sometimes right away. So I can feel that this muscle this is let go. This leg's actually a little longer than the other one now, and you can feel it's let go, right? So let's do the other side and elbow down and get some release on that side. Your top foot is probably going to be on the floor in front of you. You push more into the top foot if it's too intense. Now the bottom arm, it does have tone, shoulder blade down the back. You're never just collapsing in your shoulder. Even when you're foam rolling, you have your alignment cues. Now, I can feel some tension, so I'm going to offer some different cues here. You're going to roll, let's just say you roll up towards the sky. That's going to be a little bit more outer hamstring. It crosses the hip and the knee, so when it's tight, it can create some lateral knee pain, some lateral hip pain, and it almost feels like the joints got pressure in it, but sometimes you can relieve that just by releasing the muscle here, the IT, the fascial band. So I'm going to go hip towards the knee. I'm never rolling out the knee itself. I leave a couple inches of berth just to be safe. Okay, now if I'm more parallel, I have more IT focus. I'm going to also, it's okay, roll out that hip. There's a lot of attachments here. You may as well get some information. Does my hip need it? Yep. Notice your neck. Just try to be gentle to your neck. You know, if you need to look down, just try to not create stress in another joint when you're releasing a joint, releasing an area. Okay, now this one's rotating down. You're going to feel that TFL, that tensor fascia lata, in the front pocket area. See what it feels like. If you roll towards the knee but not on the knee, you feel that outer quad, that vastus lateralis. You have some good tone in your abs, good tone in your shoulder stabilizers. Just get anywhere that needs it. Yeah, experiment, explore. Ten. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a moment. How are we doing? Did that work? What should we do? Our booty? That tends to be a good area. So I'm going to put this vertical and sit on it like I'm a figure 4. I'm going to put this ankle on top of the thigh. Now roll from sacrum to greater trochanter. Sacrum to greater trochanter. Hip, hip. Breathing. You can go forward, you can roll back, roll side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now, other side, I'm just going to adjust the mat. You might find you have to adjust your mat more when you're using the roller. And hip to sacrum, hip to sacrum. Figure 4. Good, Karen. Okay, does one side feel different than the other? You see how I'm leaning back and I can get that high part of the ilium, so some glute medius, but I can also lean forward, kind of get near that sit bone where all those hamstring attachments are. But just those fan-like muscles, the sacrum to greater trochanter, external rotators. It's hard to go wrong. There's probably something that needs attention. Keep the breath going. If you feel like you have pain, sometimes it's easy to hold your breath, so just check every now and then. Exhale that tension away. 10. Feel that hip. 9. Relax your eyes, making sure you're not creating tension anywhere else in the body. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Inhale. And exhale. Good. All right, let's roll out our upper back. So act like you are doing a bridge with your upper back on the roller. Hands are like a pillow, so your neck doesn't have to have any strain. Now you can start, I'm just gonna have us lift the booty. Start in, good, Karen, I almost queued some water. I will. So if you need some water, grab some. Also, with this foam rolling, it's breaking up some metabolites and tension, so you could drink some more water today, kind of like a massage. You get a massage, you're basically giving yourself a massage. Drink some more water, or Karen and Richard, your sauna, that'd be great. So you're lifting up your booty, you're rolling out your upper back. Now you can also do this with an extension. And flexion. Maybe deviate left and deviate right. Turn a little bit. Let's touch that lat. It's almost like your arm is now, just one arm is a pillow. Just roll out that area that you can access behind your shoulder. The shoulder, the lat, it twists right here, so it's accessible. You're not rolling out your ribs though. Shoulder, you can roll. Some people you may have tension in your tricep too. You just see. 10, and this is going to help untwist that arm. If it's internally rotated, this lat twists the arm internally, so you're releasing some tension. So it also helps with the shoulders. Ooh, on the back. Ooh, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do the other side. Take that arm like it's a pillow and lift up your hip a little. How's that shoulder? How's that lat? Ooh, isn't that nice? So you have strengthening we've been doing, which is good for the muscles, bones. And then we're doing stretching, intermittent in the movement class, and then we do fascial release. So I like the combination. You kind of support your body in different ways, and also this calming parasympathetic, how we practice getting in that place, so our body's not in this fight or flight state, and it has a chance to heal. Moving some lymph around all these joints, getting some synovial fluid moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to do a release. So lie on your roller as a possible restful pose. If you do not want to do that, you can just lie on the floor or put your feet up on the wall. But I'll put us here, arms out like a T, or excuse me, like a Y or a T or a field goal post. You can even add the belt angle, and just take a moment to let your body have freedom from thought, your mind have freedom from thought. It tends to focus on things during the day. Just let it get off the merry-go-round of life for a moment and let it focus on your breath. Let your exhale release tension. Inhale, notice that sweet breath. Now when you're ready, slowly come up towards a seated position facing the front of the room. Let your hands come to your heart and gently set an intention of health and wellness, of recognizing that when you feel dysregulated, out of balance, out of sorts, that you can take a few moments to tap into the parasympathetic response with the breathing exercises, with any of the other tools we do, the havening. Just taking a few moments to recalibrate back into a healthy internal state. So whenever you're ready, let your eyes open and come back into the room. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Could you hear me okay today? Everybody hear me well? Yes? Okay, perfect. Very good. Very good. Thank you guys so much. Bye.